Making videos is something I'm really passionate about, but to make videos, you need gear. Video gear you're comfortable with. So I get asked a lot the kind of gear I use in making my videos. People want to know the camera I use, the lenses I use, whether I use other equipment. Well, in this episode of Quick View, I'm going to be sharing with you the video gear I use in making my videos, and I'm super excited. Without further ado, let's jump into the video. So let me start off with the cameras. The camera I use in making my videos are the Sony a5100. Well, I have two of these. I really love them. First, I love the form factor. It's very small, and this can shoot 60 frames per second video. It can shoot 24 frames and it can shoot 30 frames. I really like the small form factor, and this small form factor gives me a lot of customization options. If I want to add a lens, I want to add another thing to it, it's so easy, and I can build it out as a very nice rig when I'm shooting video, and I really love how it feels in the hand. The only thing I don't really like about it is the battery life. The battery life is not that great, and it's kind of overheats a lot of times, but aside that, I really love the quality this camera gives me. So the Sony a5100 is the video camera I love to use. So now let me move to the lenses I use in making my videos. First off, I have the Sony 50mm f1.8. This lens is a full frame lens, but you can use it on a crop sensor body. And I really love the autofocus on this lens. The quality and the bokeh mode, everything is really crispy on this lens. And it's one of my recent purchases, but I do love how it looks. It's pretty pricey as compared to other lenses I've bought in the past, but I really love the quality of this lens. I can even use it to take photos. So here are some sample photos I took with this lens. As you can see, very blurry background. It's so sweet and battery, and I just love this lens. Moving on to my next lens. So my next lens is the Canon 50mm f1.8. I really love this lens. In fact, I used to use it on my T2i and my T3i Canon cameras, but I've sold all of them. I've sold them, and I got the Sony a5100 because those cameras didn't have the autofocus I needed, because I normally shoot alone. So getting the Sony a5100 was the best option for me, and so I had to get an adapter. This is a viltrox EF to E mount adapter. So this adapter helps me put my Canon glass onto a Sony body. So there you have it. I really love the viltrox adapter. It has autofocus. It's a focal reducer. So what a focal reducer does is that, for example, this Canon 50mm goes to f1.8 aperture, but because of the focal reducer in the viltrox adapter, I can go as low as f1.3, and that's a very great thing if you do want to get more depth in your shots. And I'm very appreciative of the fact that I made that decision to go get this guy, the viltrox EF to E mount. Let me move on to my next lens. The next lens I want to talk about is the Canon 28 to 135 mm f3.5 to f5.6, I think. This is a zoom lens. It's also a macro lens. A lot of things I do love about this lens. Number one is the shots it gives me. I really love the shots on this guy. It's very creamy. The bokeh is on point. Even though it's f3.5, I use it for my macro and my very wide outdoor product shoots, and it's very, very reliable. This is an old lens. I got it for a very nice price because I got it when it was slightly used, but this is a very nice lens, guys. So on this Canon 28 to 135, I do have another adapter. As you can see, this is a fotodiox adapter. It's also autofocus, but this one is not a focal reducer, but I do love it. So if I do want to use Canon lenses on both of my Sony, I have an adapter for each of them, and I can easily mount it and make any video at all. And I really love this fotodiox adapter. I didn't get a viltrox, so I just opted for the fotodiox adapter because I think it was much more affordable. I think $50 to $80 lesser than the viltrox. So I have two mounts. I have two Canon lenses, and then I have the Sony 50mm f1.8. My last lens is the Sony 16 to 50 OSS lens. I actually have it here. It's a very wide lens, and it's f3.5 to f5.6. and it's very wide. I love the autofocus. I love the quality. As you can see, I'm using it to film this particular shot of me, and I really love the results and the image quality. And so yeah, I think those are the lenses I use in making my videos. I feel when it comes to video making, you need to be versatile, you need to try new things, you need to try a lot of things and kind of find out what really works for you. And for my research, I feel these are the lenses that work with the kind of stuff I do, and these are the lenses I recommend to someone who wants to kind of start doing similar stuff to what I do. So now let me move to the next item. If you do want to take a video to the next level, you need to consider your lighting. And for that reason, I was really particular about my lighting, and I got the viltrox L116T, I think. The viltrox L116T. And this is an LED light. It's kind of like a rectangle. I really love the quality of this light. You can turn it from warm to cold. You can adjust the brightness from 20% to 100%. So it's a very versatile, portable video light. You can use it with a battery, a Sony battery, or you can connect a cable to it to use it along with the light. And I really love this light. I've used it for a very long time. When I discontinued using it recently after I got an octacool 9 light system. So yeah, so I'm done with that light, but it's a very great light. I use it sometimes when I go outside or if there's no electricity, but I do have the batteries charged. The viltrox L116T is my go-to video light. I've used it for almost all my b-rolls. So if you're watching this video, the previous videos I've done and I have b-roll shots, I shot everything with that light. Lighting is very important. You should consider it when you're doing video. Also, another item that I use a lot of times, I have a tripod and I do have a video slider. The tripod is actually in use now, so I can't show you, but then I do have a video slider. The video slider helps me get some cinematic shots sometimes, and I really love the fluidity on the video slider. It's very cool to have. I mean, it's not something so necessary, but if you want to take your video making to another level, it's okay to have a slider that you can use in some of your shots. And this slider has really served me well. It's made out of aluminum and carbon fiber, and I really love the portability and the flexibility it comes with. Yeah, so also I do have a drone. I mean, I had wanted to do a review on it, but I smashed it into a wall and it fell into water. I was shooting this pool scene and then it fell into water, and I think I damaged the battery. I think I have it right there. I'd have to get a battery and do a review and show you guys what this drone can do. It's a very marvelous drone. It's the DJI Spark. DJI is doing a lot of great things when it comes to videography and photography on the aerial level. So thumbs up to DJI. I really love my DJI Spark. I should probably fix it soon and get you guys some footages. What do you say? So when it comes to editing, I use my MacBook Pro. I used to have a 2012 Retina MacBook Pro. There you have it. But I cracked the screen, and for that reason I wasn't able to take it anywhere I wanted to go and edit on the go. So I decided to go get a 2017 Retina MacBook Pro. This is very new as compared to this, but I really love this one because it's very reliable. So I have it connected to my monitor. So I have it here as like a permanent workstation where I can edit some photos, edit some videos, but I do carry this everywhere I go. It's very portable and it's very powerful as well. So these two are the machines I use in editing my videos. Now let me talk about how I record sound. Now I use my iPhone most of the time, so I just navigate to voice memo, I hit the record button, and I'm good to go. But recently I got this generic microphone from an online store, and it's pretty reliable. I've used it for some time and I'm still learning how to properly, utilize this microphone. But aside that, I use this mic and the Sony audio voice recorder app on the Play Store. It's an Android app, and that's what I use in recording my sound sometimes. But when it comes to voiceovers, I use my iPhone. So that's what I basically use in recording my sound. Hey guys, so these are the gear I use in making my videos. If you don't have access to this gear, or if you don't have money to go get them, I feel you don't really have to be bothered at all when it comes to video or content creation. What really matters is the level of creativity and determination and effort you put into making a particular video. So don't be discouraged. I'd advise that you just buy everything you want to get in bits, because it's going to come in bits. Like everything I own now, I started buying them in bits from years ago, and I still have to get more stuff, but so far what I have now is good for me and what I do. So that's that. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below so that anytime I release a new video, you're going to be updated instantly. I'll catch you in the next one. Stay blessed.